Today, the grown-ups are talking and thinking about trees, and so this story also talks about trees. A long time ago, there was a little girl in Kenya, which is a country in Africa. Her name was Wangari, and she grew up on the land in Kenya, right near Mount Kenya, and she used to hear stories about how the people used to fight because sometimes the sun would shine for too long and dry up the land, and there wouldn't be enough water, and so people fought about that. And how what they did was they ended up planting some trees that helped bring more water, clean water to the land, and then the people started to get along again. So she listened carefully to these stories, and she also learned to really respect trees. And when Wangari grew up, she went to work in the city, but she never forgot about the stories about trees that she heard. And so one day a woman came to her, and she was very poor, and her little kids came along with her, and she said, "I don't have enough food to feed my family." And so Wangari said, she took her hands and she said, "These are very strong hands. Here are some seedlings for the muiru tree. Plant them, and plant as many as you can, and then you will have berries to eat." And then she said, "Thayu Nayumba," which means peace, my people. And so the lady went home, and with her kids, they planted all those seeds, and as the years came, they had many, many trees, and they even had enough berries to share with their neighbors. And then another woman came to Wangari and said, we have to walk so many hours to find wood for our fire that we have no time for anything else. What can I do?" And Wangari took her arms and said, "These are strong arms. Plant a tree. Here are the seedlings of the mukunduri. That tree makes very good firewood." And then she said, "Thayu Nayumba, peace, my people." And so the woman went home and planted the trees, and by, they had enough firewood. All over the country, people started to hear about Wangari, giving help to people that needed help. So they would come and visit her. Sometimes someone would come and say, "Our goats don't have enough food, what can we plant?" And she would give them a name of a tree to plant for the animals to eat. And she would always say, "Thayu Nayumba, peace, my people." And sometimes it would be because their animals were sick and they needed a tree that could give medicine, or because they needed a tree to protect their animals, so a tree that would grow up around their chickens, and so that it wouldn't let any other animals come in and steal the chickens. And then another lady said her home had fallen apart. They had no shelter, and Wangari said, "Plant a tree, mulu hakua. The timber makes good building poles." And she always ended with Thayu Nayumba. And all the women and people from Kenya kept coming, and she kept telling them all the time, "Plant a tree, plant a tree." Different kinds, all different kinds of trees that would help them. And then one day a woman from her own village came, and she said, "We don't have clean water to drink, the stream is too dirty." And Wangari told her to plant a mukuyu, the giant sacred fig, which is the drinker of water, which acts as nature's filter to clean streams. Thayu Nayumba, peace, my people. Soon, cool, clear waters teemed with black, wiggling tadpoles, like the ones on Wangari's clothes, like the ones Wangari marveled at in the waters when she was small, when Kenya was covered with trees and animals, when people lived in peace with nature. That was when Wangari was little. But over the years of her helping people to plant more trees, the ones that had disappeared started to come back. Nairobi, which is the capital city, had been known as Kiuni, the place where there are many munu trees. Now it becomes that again. Kenya was strong once more, strong and peaceful. Here's a colorful picture of the people that planted trees and helped make that happen. Wangari changed a country, tree by tree, She taught her people the ancient wisdom of peace and nature, and now she is teaching the rest of the world. She is known these days as Mother Miti, which means Mother of Trees. A green belt of peace started with one good woman offering something that we can all do: plant a tree. Tayo Nayumba, peace, my people.